There's this one dude, bro, who's making videos on TikTok. He just got banned apparently, but he's making videos.
Don't shout his name out. We ain't giving no free promo.
We're not giving no free promo, bro. But he just got banned. But he's making whole videos about how like he's trying to piece together that I had an essay case, and that's how I got kicked off the show. I will gladly print out my criminal history. Granted, I got locked up before, but it's for smoking in the projects. Like, bro, I will gladly print that out, bro. Like, What are you talking about? So, first of all, to the ones that do say this, y'all late as hell. But people have been saying that me and Fifth got an issue. And, like, that's why I'm blocked on Instagram type shit. Mm-hmm. I've been blocked since season 1. I just want to throw that out there. I did 3 more seasons with this man after that. But okay.
Yo, it's your boy Business, a.k.a. the Show Venter. I vent about all your favorite shows and all that. Power Ghost, Power Force, Raising Kanan. Get what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I mean? This is Business Moving, the official YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? I got that new Pop the Balloon New York edition. Get what I mean? Episode 2 is coming soon. Go on my page right now. Go watch episode 1. It's at 25K right now. But I got a special guest in the building. Get what I'm saying? Everybody wanted this interview. This is part 2. You get what I mean? Everybody can't get him to come up here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For real, like a lot of podcasts can't get him to come up here. But this is Love is Love podcast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? I got AJ Ortiz, a.k.a. Famous. R.I.P. Famous, my dog. We here, man. What's up, bro?
What's good, buddy? How you? It's good to see you again.
Nah, facts, bro. It's been like 2 years now.
That's a fact.
Since the last interview.
My hair was a lot shorter.
Yeah, been in the lab cooking up and growing and stuff.
Yeah, been in the lab. Definitely been in the lab. I don't know. It's been a lot going on, bro. I wanted to see. I wanted to catch up. It was cool. Yeah.
Nah, for sure, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. It's first of all, it's about to be the summertime, so I'm hype as hell. I'm popular right now, so feel me, like it's gonna be fun. But nah, I feel good, bro. Like honestly, I've been acting for 23 years this year, and this is the first time that I've died on camera. This is the first time that I've had a role that was deep enough or like popular enough that it mattered to people. If I got on camera, you know.
Right.
I was actually nervous for it to come out because I didn't know how people were going to receive it. The support and like the amount of people that genuinely feel away because I'm not on the show anymore, it makes me feel like I did at least a good enough job that I'll be missed. And I like that. That's cool.
Nah, definitely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like you been lit, bro. Like, but you just didn't know it. Like you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you think it's now, but you've been famous in real life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Over the show. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like you honestly, like you wanted to do this interview we talked the other day, you know what I'm saying? You want to clear up a lot of rumors, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, cause there's like
No, we're not gonna like, you know what I'm saying? I got you. So you want to clear up a lot of rumors, people lying on the internet, why you're not on the show, get what I'm saying? Like, what happened, personal life, people think, saying all this stuff, and you don't talk, you're not, like, outside doing mad interviews, you're not doing press, so, like, people don't know, so they just come up with their own opinions. But, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to get into that yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to have to watch the whole interview, and y'all going to have to get all this great content, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to all of that. We're going to get to all of the stuff you want to know, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to give it to y'all. Feel me? Like, pause, but, yeah. You know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, so, like, what you been working on besides Raising Kanan?
I actually, for the first time, taken this step into producing and writing. Every project I've ever been on, I've just been in the facet of acting. And there's a project that a friend of mine and I started working on like 2 years ago, I want to say. And no, about a year ago. And I'm working on a TV show. We're actually we just finished the script. We're in motion. We're in motion, and we're a lot farther into this process than I thought I'd ever get. So I won't be off TV for that long. I just put it like that. I won't be off TV for that long. And I feel like normally I'm always dependent on someone else creating the platform for me to be on. So I took control of that for the first time, and I like that.
Nah, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie. My homegirl, her name is Jazzy Bell. She always say, "Create, don't wait."
Exactly. I like
So
that.
like, you know what I'm saying? Create your own.
I like that.
You know what I mean? You can control it how you want to control it. You can add as much episodes as you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you could keep writing a story.
Exactly.
You already got the clout. People know you already, so you use that to your advantage. And you gotta stay hot.
Yeah.
So like you like anytime like you don't want to cool off because at some point you're gonna cool off, and like not because of you, but it's gonna get the light gonna get a little dim. So you gotta just pivot. You know
don't
what I'm
gotta
saying? Do your own
sugarcoat
thing.
shit. This is how my job is, bro.
Yeah.
I've known this since I was little. I get that shit. And like even in that thought process, I don't necessarily. I'm still toying with the idea of being in the show only because the show that we're writing is based off of true events, and I don't want to shadow the message we're trying to convey to people by like I don't want people to watch it expecting famous and then miss the message. You get what I'm saying? I'd much rather let the moral speak for itself. But I love the script, bro. Like I would love to be in this show, and especially writing your own show. Like you can be whoever you want to be. So
Right.
it's.
So you starring in it, or you not?
The plan is to do it.
Okay.
I'm just toying with not doing it because I believe in the script enough that I know it can hold its own and it doesn't need me. But a lot of the people that are involved in it are like, bro, like,
No.
can we just do it?
You
like,
gotta be in it, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta be in it because like if you like that's your first producing.
This
like,
would be my first production and my first writing. Like this is my first project that I've ever put out that I wrote. Granted,
Right.
I've written 4 other, like I wrote some of the stuff for the songs on Power. Like I worked with Tank. He's the music guy on that.
Mhm.
Tank gave me the ability to express my creativity through Famous, and I didn't have that before. Like it's not necessarily like I needed that because I didn't even know I could do that. Because Streets Need a Body was not written by me. I tell people that all the time. They be like, "Yo, you bodied that." I'd be like, "Thank you," but that was a whole different person. I give him his credit all the time. So like that being, and by the way, that was Sean C.
Sean C. Yeah.
Just to give him his credit, producer Sean C. But that was written before I was even in the picture. With the other 2 songs that Tank allowed me to write on, and it really was allowed me because he had to sanction that. Like I was able to show that it's not just one talent, that it's not just one skill. Like I have different areas that I can excel in, and especially with what the 411 song, that was like a deep ass song.
Oh no,
like,
you wrote that?
No, that okay.
Because that was
I wrote
gas.
that. Okay, I wrote certain like the shit that we recorded. I wrote certain lines in that to get myself into the mental space, I guess, and they kept. The original song was written by Tank and the battle rapper DNA.
DNA, shout out to DNA.
DNA did that. If I'm not mistaken, that's who wrote that. If I am mistaken, I apologize to who wrote that, but I'm almost 100% certain that was DNA.
411.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He busts out, bro.
Nah,
if
tough.
you go to the studio with that man,
Yeah.
listen. What you say about him battle rapping is what you say about him battle rapping. Everybody got their opinion. That's cool.
Right.
When you go to the studio with this man, the work ethic he has is insane. I thought I was fast writing music because I'll get to the studio with a couple songs pre-written. I'll record like 4 songs in an hour. That's light to him, bro. Like he will record 80 songs in a 3-hour session. And them shit's hits.
Damn, 80. That's
Like they're
tough.
all being used.
I
They're
can
all
see it.
going to where they need to go. Like bro is extremely talented, and I feel like not enough people give him his roses, man. Not enough people give him his flowers. But that's a whole different conversation. Shout out to DNA too.
Shout out to DNA.
But they were tasked with writing the song, and then Tank allowed me to express myself creatively on that because there were certain things for like plot points that I didn't agree with or I didn't relate to. And we were able to come together, and he allowed me to put bars in there that weren't originally in there. That may to some people sound like not that much because you didn't write the whole song. I get that. To anybody in this industry, that's a whole lot because there's so much that goes into this. There's so many people that can tell me no to that. I don't produce the show. I'm not in any position to make calls. So the fact that he stuck up for me like that and allowed me to do that, it was amazing. It was amazing. Sorry for cursing so much. My bad.
Nah, you good, yeah. We're just gonna have to get on that edit.
Yeah, my fault. I'm gonna work on it. I promise.
Nah, you valid, brody. So like, I was gonna ask you too, like, what's your dream role?
Mad people tell me I should play Drake. That kills me.
Yo, they kept
Stop it.
No.
Don't do that.
They were saying that in the comments on TikTok. With I tell you the clips from the last interview.
That don't make sense. First of all,
they say you kind of look like Drake.
But we look absolutely nothing alike, bro. Like I don't. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get on that topic right now. Like, we're gonna keep that to the side. My dream role would. I don't have a specific person I'd want to play like a real life person. I've just always wanted to do. It's funny because I got to try it with Raising Kanan, but I've always wanted to do a period piece, like an old period piece, not necessarily like I'm talking like 20s to like 50s.
Oh,
I've always wanted to do like a mob movie in that time frame.
Fire.
That would be if I could like. If The Godfather wasn't already done and they were gonna do The Godfather, if I could be anybody in that would be like my be all and end all. But I highly doubt they're gonna remake.
I feel like they'll come out with something with some of those same actors.
I mean,
and they need to put you on that. That would be dope.
If they
like a black and white type of thing,
bruh. If they were to attempt, because I genuinely feel like, especially after The Sopranos, it's very hard to do mob movies right. There's not that many that came out after The Sopranos that are as good as the ones that came out before. So, like, The Irishman was incredible, but that is like a 4-hour movie, and you got an intermission in the middle, and it's like every Italian actor ever is in that. So, before The Sopranos, it was spaced out, it was different tales, and it was new things that we didn't already know. These stories have been told, like, a bunch of times, and they've been told to such great standards, like Martin Scorsese, who he makes Oscar-worthy pictures every time he breathes. So, it's like...
Right.
If you're going to do it, you really got to do it right. And I feel like that specific topic is really hard to do right, especially this day and age. They've done it too many times already.
Yeah, I think you could do that, man. Because, like, you, they don't talk about it enough, but you really talented. Like, not to go back to Raising Kanan, but, like, you know, Famous, like, the character, it just showed, like, comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else is, like, gangster. Like, you know what I mean? Shoot them up and all that. But you bring like that balance to it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're not in the streets, like, that's not your lifestyle, but you grew up in it. You know what I'm saying, like, even when they was telling your story coming up, like, in this new season, we ain't gonna get into it, but like, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying, like, you was around it, like, you was in the environment. But you always got to have that person, like, even like in real life, you got to have somebody that's like that's balanced, that keep everybody balanced. Everybody can't be on the same type of time.
Yeah, because then we all going to jail. To be honest, that's all that means, bro. We just all going to jail. So one person has to be somewhat level-headed out of everybody.
Yeah. So like, how did Raising Kanan like initially change your life? Like going from like,
it got me out the projects, bro. Like, I've been okay. So. People have this weird misconception that as soon as you're on TV, it's like you're just a millionaire. I can't explain to you how not true that is. Like, there's so many projects I've done that I get paid what I know to be a good value. To anybody else, it's like, how is it that little?
Right.
There's times that I'll tell people I did a commercial, especially when I was like, I haven't done commercials in years, but like when still starting out. And you're like, I did a commercial for like $1,000. And they'd be like, you know how many times I saw that commercial on TV? And it's like, okay, but it's a commercial. It was 30 seconds. They're not going to pay me but so much for that. So even though I'd been acting 19 years by the time I booked Power, nothing that I had booked had yet changed my life enough to where I could maintain a new lifestyle. It may have given me a moment of it, but I was never able to maintain it in the sense of we could buy nice shit, but we can't move because if we move, we have to keep up with that bill, and we can't after a certain minute. This money's not gonna last.
Right.
It's not like now because I got paid $20,000 for this thing, right?
Yeah.
Now every other thing is gonna pay me at least $20,000. You don't get to quotes until you nice. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't do shit like that. It really goes off of each project and what your like union rate is for SAG.
Right.
So that being said, this was the first project that took me out the projects, and like, I was able to really. My sister was able to not have to grow up the way I did.
That's fire.
And that's obviously like speaking outside of the household, like not my mom. And shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like growing up, losing friends and shit. Like she don't know what that's about, and I'm so glad she does. She be confused when I don't want to let her go places by herself, and it's like,
right.
I know how it actually is outside. It's just nice over here where we live is like basically a gated community. So I'm very happy that we were able to really do this. This was something that I never thought would happen, especially how long it took. So by the time it did happen, not gonna lie, I swore I was gonna be a project dude for the rest of my life, and then Power happened. And I was like, I will see y'all. What you talking about, bro? I'm sorry, but I swear to God, bro. And I don't forget where I'm from. I still go back to my block.
Yeah.
But I go to visit. You feel me? Like I go to say what's up.
Yeah.
See my boys, and then
you gotta be smart about that, bro. Because you know what I'm saying.
Honestly, and this is not a comment to anybody that this ever happened to. However, I've seen it happen so much. I am afraid more of. I'm more on point when I'm on my block than when I'm not. I've seen too many famous people die where they're from.
Right.
That's crazy.
Facts.
That makes no sense to me. If it's gonna be love anywhere, it's supposed to be love here.
Yeah, it's just not. It be the people that know you though, like the people that you grew up with. They don't want to see you win like that. Like they okay with you at a certain level, but once you go to that level, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not lit. It's not cool anymore. So that's why a lot of people getting body in their hood, and you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't go. Like if it was me, I wouldn't like. I'll probably stay away just off of the jealousy.
Nah, I feel like I have to go back.
Nah, of course, yeah, like you know what I'm saying, check on people, but to post up, to chill, you know what I'm saying, like it's risky. That's how I
definitely feel you. I definitely get where you're coming from, and you're right. The problem I think I have, my red flag is I kind of especially being on. It's not a hood show, but it is a New York show, and
yeah, I mean like the trenches relate to it, like the trenches.
But I don't want to say hood show in the set because I don't want to diminish it. I don't want to make it seem like it's just that.
It's not a hood show. It's not just a hood show.
It's definitely in the trenches, and because of that, unless you were already known before this show, anybody that's kind of gotten notoriety from this show goes through the same thing of people wondering if they're from the trenches. Doesn't necessarily have to be from Queens, but are you from the trenches?
Right.
And anytime I get recognized, I get asked that question about me and everybody else is on the show. They be like, is Kanan from Queens? Is Lulu from the block? Like, bro, it's all the time. It's all the time. So because of that, I feel like to maintain my authenticity and to maintain whatever draw I have to people, I have to go back sometimes to maintain being me. Keep it a buck. I know that may sound dumb.
Nah.
But that's just how I feel, bro. This is it's partially who I am or why I am who I am.
Right.
I've learned so much from being here. It's not like I emulate any of this when I go to work.
Right.
I basically learn what not to do. Like when I go to the block and then I go to work, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just not do everything they was doing yesterday. Cool. But I do feel, though, that I was hired to an extent because I am from New York and because I have that urban quality to me. If I lose that,
real talk. You're right.
Then there's a draw that gets lost.
Never,
I don't want to ever seem like I can't. Because granted, I could do I can't relate to. Like I could. That's what good acting is to be able to do you can't relate to. But if I'm able to know what I'm talking about, that's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why they was saying, like, that you kind of similar to your character. I know you don't like hearing that because last time.
That's annoying. That's annoying.
No, the reason why they say that, though, I think, because It's the authenticity. Like, that's like the main thing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
which, I mean, in that regard, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because people have noticed that I'm from New York faster than they've noticed that other people on the show aren't.
Right.
They're able to tell that I'm actually from New York, and I like that. I think it's something to do with the accent. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Nah, it is, and it's the way we talk. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, people love it from a different city. When I'm in different cities, they love New York. But yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that is true. A lot of people be hitting me up like, oh, like you live in the city, and I be like, yeah, where you live? Cali, Philly, Florida, like.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm putting this out there right now, PSA. I'm not really a fly out type of person. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. So if you a certain distance away, just don't even DM me. If I go out there and I happen to bump into you, that's different.
You say you're not flying them out?
Nigga.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I thought you said you was it. Okay.
I'm not flying them out. I'm not flying them out for, bro. Are you? Nah, hell no.
All right, so they got to fly themselves out, you know what I'm saying? The $300.
When you get here, I got you. Gangster. You don't got to worry about food, shelter, none of that. When you get here, I got you. But I'm not paying for no goddamn food. What you think this is?
Nah, matter of fact, bro, that's just something just came to mind. So
talk to me.
Especially now, because like you said, you hot right now. You was always hot, but you hot right now. What's your DM looking like?
That's a hot ass question.
I'm just saying, like, I was flooded, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
I mean, yeah, it is. But I mean,
you don't really look through it. You don't check it.
That's a lot. But I mean, okay. Somebody told me the other day, like, I'm one of the few people that really looks at everybody. Like, when you get tagged and it says mentions, like, I'm one of the few people that looks through that. I may not like comment on your shit, but like, I will be in your views, and you may have like 300 followers, and it's just because you tagged me. I wanted to see what it was. Like, I wasn't an Instagram person before Power. When I got hired for Power, I had 364 followers, bro. I will never forget that number because it's so different now. Like, I was never a social media. If I could get Facebook famous in high school, I would have killed somebody to do that. Like, I was so regular.
Right.
Then this shit happens.
Yeah.
Once the show came out, my DMs was never the same.
Never.
Like, but when I'm on TV, it is way worse than when it's like the middle ground when they're waiting for the season to come back out.
Off season type.
When it's off season, it's manageable. But like on
it's
season,
broken right now.
Especially because I just died. It broke. It low key broke. That's not to say like I'm entertaining everybody, but like I'm definitely getting entertained. I'm looking at that shit.
All right, so look, bro. And now we not saying no names or none of that.
Oh,
like,
hell no.
We not. But I just want to ask you because I always wanted to know this too. Like, did you ever get like those DMs from somebody that you like, from a girl, right? Mm-hmm. That's famous or whatever. That's super lit. You know what I'm saying? And you seen it. No. I'm saying like that. Like I said, nothing with that. I'm talking about like the first time you seen that. Like, how did you feel?
Oh,
like that. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
because it's a shift. Like,
the thing is though, that shift didn't happen on social media because the people I'm around, I was around at that time, they don't like a paper trail. Like, they don't want any receipts or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Why go that route? Especially when people be like, oh, look who followed that person, or look who unfollowed that. Like, everybody be on that.
Not technical like that. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
but I'm saying that's how people are mainly. So, like, when people are like that, it makes it difficult to even want to hit somebody up on social media if you're an isolated person and you're trying to keep your shit private. So that shift did happen, but it happened in person.
Yeah.
It didn't happen over DM.
That's better, though.
It was more of, now I'm included in a conversation that I wasn't included in before.
Right.
And you know, you go in a room and you just realize like you being talked about.
Yeah.
It was just a positive version of that. And it was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is cool. Like,
it
was dope. I liked it.
Nah. I feel you though, bro. I feel you because you like, damn, like I'm here now. Like,
I mean, like I knew. I'll put it like this. I knew I could pull beautiful women before, but famous beautiful women is like a different level of shit. So
different level.
When it happened, I was like, okay. I'm okay. I'm not that ugly. Okay, cool. Like, you know, people be self-conscious. I was like, okay, I'm not that ugly. That's what's up.
Nah, it's crazy you say that too though, because You said you was pulling before you got famous. You
I
know,
mean, I kind of had to, bro. My resume is long, but it doesn't have a lot of like popping.
I say that to say like I feel like it's better that way, bro, because like you could tell like when somebody just get famous and then it wasn't like that before and then now and then they acting that crazy like.
My problem lies when people make it seem like this been the vibe.
Yeah.
And I know you. Like this be my issue, bro. Like I knew you for the last couple years, bro. I knew you before this came out, and I knew you after. If anybody's gonna see a difference, it's gonna be me. And that is not to say I'm talking about anybody specific, but I'm just saying, like, I've been in situations like that where something will come out, mainly keep it a buck with people with music, and like something will come out, they get a little bit of clout, and it's like, I've been like that. Or like they try to low bro you on some like Like yeah, this just my man's. Like what?
Right.
Like
right.
I can't stand stuff.
It'd be
like
crazy.
I can't stand stuff like. But I did not have anything like to tell somebody I was an actor back then was like it was just like a fun fact. Like it wasn't really anything crazy. If you didn't see what I was in, it wasn't anything crazy at all. So I didn't rely on it ever.
Yeah.
So by the time the show started leaning into my love life, it was like, oh, so that's what that's about. Okay. Like I didn't even know this is how that went. I started getting drinks bought for me. It was like, right. Okay, cool.
Not paying for nothing no more.
Not paying for that. The more money I have, the less people charge me for shit. Can you explain that to me?
I mean, it's the motion, bro.
That doesn't make sense, bro. That doesn't make sense.
You want me to break it down? I'll break it down.
Break it down to me after.
I got you. Yeah. What I was gonna say, you said after.
Yeah.
I got you. What I was gonna say, I still feel like though you could go to a whole nother level. Like you got like a lot of like I said, like you hot right now. I feel like if you started doing some type of content, anything, you know what I'm saying, that you wanted to do, that you wanted to do though, like it would 10x, bro. Like you'll have like 100 movie offers, TV offers, like it will go to another level, bro. I'm telling you, because you got the personality for it.
This is the only hesitation I have to that.
Right.
As of so far, not saying what could happen, I'm just saying as of so far, content creators and their public life, not public life, but like their publicity and actors specifically are two very different things.
That's true.
And I have yet to see someone cross over properly.
Oh,
I have yet to see someone cross over properly. So to be honest with you, I just feel like I don't want to do that for the same reason I don't want to do Tubi.
Okay.
If I do Tubi right now, I highly doubt, okay, I did Stars. Let's say I have an audition for HBO. If I throw Tubi on my resume, then them niggas might not hire me. Like, bro, they might be like, oh, this is a hobby for you. Okay, like, they don't, and it's not to necessarily put them down.
Yeah.
It's because they're so new. HBO and, like, these big, old-ass production people don't see you as any type of legitimacy. It's like, okay, the high school I went to was 4 years into like being there by the time I got there. My high school diploma meant the same as like a fake, like a GED. Like my high school diploma meant the same as like a fake GED in the sense of you can tell what this is off rip. They're like, bro, this is printed at Staples.
Right.
This ain't the diploma paper.
Right.
Where's the stamp? My principal didn't sign our My principal did not sign our diplomas, bro. Some dude asked me that like 3 years after I graduated. He was like, "Where's your principal's signature on this?" He's like, "Is this fake? This look like my man that he tried to print out." I'm like, "Bro, this is just how the school is. We can't get into Ivy League because we're so young."
Yeah.
Same process with them. They feel like it's just too young. It's like YouTube, but YouTube people are actually doing some shit right now. So that's why I'm saying as of so far.
Yeah.
Because that's in no way, shape, or form to put content creator. Do you see how much money they're making? Do you see how much money they're making?
I seen it, bro. But I was like, it's just like, it's a lot of it is just people just want to see. Like they want to see you more. So like taking more pictures. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't think I'm that interesting to vlog myself.
I was just thinking about vlog. That's crazy.
I don't think I'm that interesting to vlog myself.
Nah, bro, you bugging.
I'm crying.
You bugging, bro.
I'll give it some thought.
And everybody that's watching, though, you bugging.
I'm crying. If you really think I should make a vlog, just drop a like, a comment, something. Let me know.
Drop a comment.
Let me know.
Definitely. All right, bro. So we're gonna transition back into Raising Kanan a little early on.
Talk to me.
You work with some like real talented actors on there, actresses. So first off, you know what I'm saying, Patina Miller. The scenes that you had with her, you know, I'm working with her, her preparation, how y'all did that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take us through that.
Well, funnily enough, Patina is one of the people that preps 3 months before we even work, bro. Like, I might be exaggerating with the exact time frame, but like she is so prepared. Like and I'm prepared when I go to work. Like, I've been doing this for too long to like not know my lines and stuff like that. But she is just a force to be reckoned with on set, bro. When you on set, it's her set. Like you going do this right. We gonna get this done and get out of here, and we gonna get it done to a certain quality,
right?
And if you don't get to that quality, it's a problem.
Right.
And it's like, I wish more people were like that, bro, because we would get shit done so fast. Like,
yeah.
Bro, she's amazing. And I think, honestly, like, she graced us with she has the ability and the talent to do theater and television.
She does theater.
She's amazing at both. So I think we had, like, a cheat code with that. Because we had like a cheat code with that. Because granted, we have veteran actors on. Omar Epps been acting forever, but I've always felt that theater brings a certain flair that we may not have had before without her, and she definitely gave us that, and in a way that only Patina would be able to do. And she's been so amazing at this. She's so amazing that I genuinely thought she was probably like her character because I met her in character first. And then I met her regular and I was like, oh my God.
How was that when you met her?
She still don't take no from nobody, but she's a sweetheart. Like she's so, I wouldn't assume she'd shoot me, but Rock would shoot me. Rock would, I'd probably, like if I called out her name or something, like I'd definitely get shot. So like I just saw the difference and I was like, this lady's like a chameleon, bro. She's amazing at her craft. And I actually did an interview not that long ago where I was saying like the difference between emulating and imitating, but she emulates. She brings out pure raw emotion from wherever she can pull that shit from. And it makes whatever we're filming feel so sincere, bro. Any laugh I have on camera is genuine. Any serious, like, you know the gif they do, the Miss Rock thing. They're like, Miss Rock, remember that?
Yeah,
that was a
classic, bro.
Because I didn't know she was supposed to do that. She just threw it in there, and I was like, oh. So she was like, you know what? Like, just keep that. And I was like, okay, cool. Made the whole scene. She's like, everything that I do when I'm with her is always gonna be genuine. It's always going to be genuine. I love working with Patina.
That Miss Rock is classic, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That just came off the top of my head, but that shit was amazing. I love working with Patina. She's an incredible actress and she's an incredible creative spirit in general. And I was blessed to be able to work with her.
You can see it on camera too.
Not fact. She's a heavy hitter, bro. She like female Denzel. Like she in there.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Fact. Yeah, but another person that you work with that got good chemistry, Haley, aka Jukebox. You know what I'm saying?
Whitney. That's Baby Whitney right there. You know she sing, right?
Of course.
That's Baby Whitney right there, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It was weird because like the same thing that happened with Makai. It's kind of the same thing that happened with her in the sense of like our first encounter did not feel as such. Like when I first met Makai, did a chemistry read and we just talked for the first 7 minutes and then did a chemistry read. With Haley, I met her on set. Well, correction, I met her in the hair and makeup trailer and we just started like just conversating about something, but it felt like I knew her already.
Right.
And that doesn't happen with a lot of people. So the fact that it happened with two different people on the same project, it was crazy to me. But
yeah,
I really felt like I found family with those two. So
yeah, definitely. Like, and y'all on camera together though. like y'all was like real besties type vibes. Like y'all,
That's because
y'all was like really cool.
I peeped what the dynamic was supposed to be in the script. And thankfully they abandoned this, but like in season 1, I was really trying to kill. Like I was really trying to kill season 1. So I wanted to like get that. I wanted to get that out the way. Where like, bro, I'm not really on that timing. Like that's just a script. If I ever like, and because I approached it like that, she was like, "You funny as hell." All right. Like, all right, cool. Because like she even told me like, you didn't really have to say that, but I get it. Because sometimes, especially when you actually do intimacy scenes with people, when I wound up doing shit in the show with people, that is so weird.
Weird.
So that's a whole different story for a whole different time. But
yeah,
I was just just telling her that day like, nah, I'm not gonna be weird about it. And if I ever am, just let me know. And she was like, okay. And then we just started talking every day on set after that. And she's mad funny. She's quiet. And she doesn't tell, like, you got to catch her facial expressions. She doesn't say it all the time. But if you see something and look at her, it's like The Office. It's mad funny. You just catch her.
She do that in the show, too. Huh?
Yeah, bro, because she do it in real life. That's like Marv. Marv only eat in the show so much because he eat in real life. What? I don't know how he's skinny, bro.
Hold on. Nah, talk about that. We got to talk about that. He eat in real life?
When I say London? Maybe not as much as Marvin in the show.
And he don't gain no weight.
But I was just about to say, London... At the first table read we had, he didn't. I don't think he didn't. He knew his line was coming up. I just didn't think he gauged the amount of food he had in his mouth properly. So he was like trying to like get it down, and he just said his line, and he had food in his mouth. And I don't remember who exactly thought that was hilarious at first, but somebody thought it was so funny, and then everybody was like. That kind of fit, like that kind of made sense, and then it was just every time.
Now, whoever that was, is smart. Whoever that was,
he also always like was asking for like a bag of chips. Like as soon as we got chips, little chips, little snack. Okay,
he asking for chips. So like crazy.
Not like you, but like the PAs and shit. Like
upset,
like you gotta look back. Like
that's hilarious, bro.
Because he's always doing. That's one thing. He's super productive. Like, he doesn't waste any time. He's one of those people that really doesn't waste a minute in the day. So, I assume this is why he eats throughout the day, because he doesn't have time to sit down and eat. Like, he's always doing something. So, and I give that to him. That's a great way to be, but, like, it's hilarious. There's a couple things that they do in real life that got into the show.
And he do comedy, too.
Yeah. He's the funniest person. Honestly, I'm funny, but he's the funniest person on that show, bro.
Like
in real life
and in real life. You crying?
Don't let him be a little tired too and like a little delirious because we've been here 16 hours. But he is a trip. I have spit out many a soda just listening to him talk, bro. He's hilarious.
Nah, it's funny, man. But who do you wish you had more scenes with, like in Raising Kanan?
That's a good question. Somewhat Haley. I do. I kind of wish like. Not just her making fun of me, but like I do kind of wish we had more like bonding scenes. But that's a good question though. That's a really good question. Matter of fact, Unique. I have no scenes.
Oh nah,
I have no scenes with Unique, and I am the biggest Joey Badass fan, bro. So when I met him, I was dumb hype. When I found out he was on the show, I was ecstatic. So not having any scenes.
You see
with
the
him,
sirens you talking about Neek right now?
Yeah,
sirens.
That's crazy. I swear to God, that has nothing to do with what's going on, bro. We just in Manhattan.
That's what would have happened if y'all was linked up.
I guess.
I guess. Nah, that would have went crazy though. That would have went crazy.
It would have been dope to work with him, bro. I got to work with the other brother, and he threw me down the hallway. So
you know what's crazy, bro? As we bring that up, our first interview when we was talking about it. Remember when Neek was with Sal, like and he wanted him to snitch on Rock, and you were just like against that in real life. Like, you talk a little bit about that, like.
Nah, cause what his response was, I feel like he should have went a little bit more in depth, maybe to like explain it to the audience type. Because like some people not gonna be able to pick that up. Some people don't pick up that principle, but his sentiment was more or less. Especially because he technically knew Rock first, but if I snitch on her to you,
right?
What is to stop you from thinking I will snitch on you to whoever else? I don't need that on my reputation at all.
Right.
And strictly off that thought process alone, I completely got what he was saying. But if I'm not mistaken, he said that that's just not how he gets down. His problems with her, as far as like he's not entering between the issue between Rock and Sal.
Yeah.
That's kind of where he lost me, because it's like you fake already chose sides. Like you, by working with Sal, you already chose his side.
Right.
So to not fully commit to that doesn't make sense to me. But the original sentiment of if I snitch on her, what would make you not think I'm a snitch? What would keep you from being like, oh yeah, nah, he wouldn't tell on me?
That's true.
What makes you so special? So like that's always been, bro. I've said it a little bit earlier. I said in the last interview, I'm from the projects. Like this is 101, bro. Like while I'm learning 2 + 2, I'm learning that shit too. Like you're not supposed to tell on people, and that was something that they gladly did touch on, but they touched on it 2 ways. They touched on it with Scrappy, and then they touched on it with that conversation with Unique. What happened to Scrappy is the problem with that mentality. That is dead ass.
Explain.
Okay. Scrap got killed because Rock thought he was snitching.
Right.
Or at least his mom was, if not him. Cool. The mentality of he just won't snitch on me. Rock knows that that's a dumb mentality.
Yeah.
So because he snitched in general, granted, he's not snitching to her about someone else, but he's just snitching in general. Once he does that, you done regardless.
Yeah.
Once you commit the act, it doesn't have to be to me. It doesn't have to affect me in any way. It could affect the people I'm against.
Yeah.
But once you do it, I can no longer trust you.
Facts.
Now, that's why she made that call. Granted, she was wrong on that because he didn't do it. But that's why she made that call.
Facts.
The issue is how far we go with that mindset is why she felt she had to take it there.
Nah, that's real. Yeah.
And that's a real life situation, bro.
As soon as she heard
It's been mad situations where people get looked at a little funny because they think something happened, and it either gets to there or it gets very, very close. And that's sticky in in a TV show and in real life. It's sticky.
Yeah, Rock is definitely gonna get you smoked if you even think about.
I'm not gonna lie, that is something that I feel like people in my specific field, I don't want to say the industry because that is not true, but my specific field learned how to mind their business. And that is a key quality of being a New Yorker, but it will really save you in the long run, bro. It will really save you in the long run, because if you genuinely don't know,
right.
If you don't know of a situation, how can you snitch on a situation?
That's a fact.
I don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Right.
What you mean? I wasn't even there. Like, I wasn't even around, bro. I was in Cali. Like, there's been too many times where people just know something and they get caught up. That's not cool.
Yeah, man. Now that's crazy, bro. And we gonna like bring it up to date now. You know what I'm saying? They took bro out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you seen the video I did, but
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, R.I.P. famous. Get what I mean? Like,
I feel like
that
you
was
knew it was
crazy.
Coming, I feel like you knew it was coming.
I don't know. What, it sounded like I knew it in the video?
Nah, it's just like from the way I felt like once it didn't happen the first episode, I was like, okay, they're gonna probably do it at that halftime thing that they do to like do it like the cliffhanger. And I felt like every episode up until that was like a lead up. I'm like, bro, it's about to happen.
Right.
By the time episode 4 came out, I was like, it's about to happen.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, when it was confirmed, it was wild because I wanted to see you like on like in one, I'm like, when he gonna come in one of these episodes? I'm looking.
Yeah.
But first to start off, bro, like, how has the reactions, like the good reactions, been of famous passing away? On social media and all that?
I didn't. I hoped I did a good job with the character, but I didn't realize that it was so impactful to so many people. Because I didn't think, like, there's people that were hitting me up, like, I don't even cry over TV deaths. And, like, this is the first one that I cried for. And I didn't think that, to be real, I knew my character was important, there were certain plot points going through my character. It's not like I felt like, like I wasn't appreciative. I was very grateful for everything, but I didn't feel like I made or broke the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when I passed, I passed. It was, it was just gonna happen. The fact that there's so much feedback of this and so many people like, whoa, bro, what do you mean? Like, the fact that there are so many people hurt behind this, it's like, oh, I did a good enough job that I missed, and that's a lot in this field, bro. Like, you know how many people just get looked over? Like, okay, he died. Like, the joke on Power is like, people down Power every day, be like, it's cool. And that's a fact. It's a fact. But the fact that people actually missing my ass, and the fact that people like, nah, bring him back, like, do some unique shit. It's like, okay, that's
facts.
cool.
Yeah, I seen one of the comments. I think it was today, like on TikTok, where all the clips I was posting and all that. It was like, yo, man, this hit me so hard. Like, this hit me harder, just like how when Proctor died.
Oh my God.
That's what they said. I was like, and that was a major death.
Yeah, that was.
You know what I'm saying?
Death,
like in the original Power, like, you know what I'm saying, when Tommy came through and went crazy, you know what I'm saying? So
I put it like this, bro, especially with the fact that when I first got hired, I was only supposed to be in one season.
For real?
Yeah. I never told you that.
No.
I was only supposed to be in one season. Do you remember how many people were part of the crew in the first 2 episodes?
The crew, Juke, Kanan, I mean the main characters, like
D-Wiz,
okay,
and then the young light skinned kid with the curly hair, and then the one with the flat top,
right?
Played, I think my son Kevin got it, played him. And then it was another. It was like 6 of us.
In school, like I was like,
not just in school, but like even when we ran up on Buck 20, it was like 6 of us right before D-Wiz went to go get the guns and shit. So I was supposed to fade away like they did, like the same way that they just kind of faded into the background. Like, I was gonna be in more episodes than them, but it wasn't supposed to be like a huge thing. I was only supposed to be in one season, but after seeing how well I was doing with the character, and then after seeing the feedback of said character, they were like, "You want to come back?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Who said that?
I'm trying to remember who exactly made the phone
producer,
call to me.
like,
I don't know whose decision that was.
Okay.
I don't know whose decision that was, but I'm trying to remember who exactly made the phone call to me. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was David Price. Okay. And if it wasn't David Price, it was most definitely Sasha Penn. Sasha Penn writes. He's a writer and producer on the show. Yep. David Price is a producer on the show as well. But it was either of the two of them. If I'm not mistaken, though, it was David. And he's like the most jolliest guy ever. Like, he sounds like Santa Claus on the phone. And he was like, so we were curious to see if you were interested in coming back. And I was like, interest? Where you need me to be, bro? Where you need me to be, bro? I'm there. Like, it was amazing. But yeah, they kept me. So 4 seasons out of 1, like out of a proposed 1.
Yeah,
it's amazing, bro. It's
amazing. 4 seasons is tough.
Hell yeah.
4 seasons is tough. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, you know, we was talking like day before yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hit you up just on some random whatever. And you're like, yo, I need to clear all this up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rumors going out about why you're not on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, personal life, all this craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't really speak on nothing because you just be in your own world, in your own bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Dad
doing what
most
you do.
of the time, bro. I be getting the bag and being a dad. That really be what I'm doing most of the time.
Nah, for sure, man. So like, let's get it, man. Like what do you want to get off what do you want to get off your chest? Like, what got you mad the first? Like,
what got me mad?
Yeah, what got you mad? Like, first off, like that got you like really like irate. First off,
rumors are supposed to have something based in truth, right? Something. So I've heard a lot of rumors as to why I'm not on the show. Some of them be like completely wrong. Some of them be kind of wrong. But most of them have at least 1 or 2 things that did actually happen.
Right.
There's this one dude, bro, who's making videos on TikTok. He just got banned apparently, but he's making videos.
Don't shout his name out.
I'm not at all. We're not giving no free promo, bro. But he just got banned. But he's making whole videos about how, like, he's trying to piece together that I had an SA case. And that's how I got kicked off the show. I will gladly print out my criminal history. Granted, I got locked up before, but it's for smoking in the projects. Like, bro, I will gladly print that out, bro. Like, What are you talking about? So, you could have said, I stabbed somebody. Like, bro, like, cool, whatever. That is crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy to put on somebody's name without any type of information or proof. Because that was the first thing mad people were commenting, thankfully, was like, how you know that?
Yeah.
Then he made a video about how he know that, and the comment was, oh, so you don't know. Okay.
Right.
Because he's like, nah, because he had got locked up this year, and then he wound up growing his hair out. You know he can't cut his hair.
That's crazy.
None of this is actual evidence of anything. Like, what do you mean, bro?
Yeah.
But this is stupid to me because I wasn't, in my mind, was important, like I said a second ago, but I'm not of a certain level yet. Like, I feel like I can still take the trade. So if doing that, like, bro, you know how weird it was to not know that was happening, and then there's people outside staring at me funny, and I'm like,
what?
Bro, because normally I get that little, like, half look, and people are trying to recognize me. For, like, 3 days, especially around my area where I live, there were mad people looking at me like, yo, that's the nigga. And I don't get that at all. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. My friend's wife shows me this shit.
What?
Then my mom's brother texts me like, yo, I just bombed somebody on TikTok. First of all, why do you, that's not even. I always tell my family not to entertain stuff like that. So at first I was like, why are you even going back and forth with it? Once he told me what he was arguing with, I was like,
that's crazy.
Now, thankfully, it seems like he's the only person that said some stupid shit like that, because mad people in the comments were trying to, like, put that shit out. But then there's also other stuff. One person said that I overdosed and overdose on set, had to be taken to, no, overdose after the last premiere and had to be taken to the emergency room and shit, and they fired me. I don't know who watching this that was at the last premiere, but I was there till that shit ended, and I went straight to the hotel after that. So I don't know what the people talk about. Like, this is, you know how, bro, that would have been you know how many people were at that last premiere?
Yeah.
That would have been everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, that doesn't even make sense. So
that's crazy.
You
talking about the most recent premiere?
Well, not the most recent premiere, the season 3 premiere. The one that I was in.
Okay.
Not season 4 premiere, season 3 premiere.
Got you.
They were saying that I overdosed at that shit and then wound up having to go. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been front page for news. So, like, that was really bothering me. And the fact that it was getting to people like people from the show, and they would send me it like, yo, bro, we know this is not what happened, but bro, like, this is, you might gotta say something.
That's what I'm saying.
Because at first I was really on some, I was asked a question like, would you rather people know what actually happened, or would you rather, like, would you rather go through trying to explain to people what happened, or would you rather people just make up their own assumptions? And for a minute, I didn't want to have to go through having to explain anything. I don't feel like I owe an explanation to anybody. So,
yeah.
But I'd much rather that than what's going on right now, to be honest with you. So, like, first and foremost, like I said, I was only supposed to be in 1 season. I hate to break it to y'all. It was coming up. Like, I hate to break it to you.
It was coming up?
I was gonna die, bro. Like, I was.
It was gonna happen anyway.
They called me in the middle of filming for season 3. I just happened to have an off day. And the same dude that called me for when I got hired, David Price definitely is the one that called me to tell me I was getting killed. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like,
damn.
All right. And God is my witness. The first thing I said to that man was, I lasted this long. I was like, it's this season? Because we read for this season. I didn't see that this season. He was like, no, we wouldn't do that to you. It's next season. But we just wanted to let you know in advance. You know, the season 3 isn't even out yet, bro. We filming this. So you got some time.
Oh, okay.
But we just got to make you aware. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm not going to lie, for like the first 3 weeks, I was hurt.
Yeah, nah, I already know.
But it was like, I really had to see it. Like, bro, I wasn't even supposed to see the light of season 2, bro.
Damn.
So I hate to break all the conspiracy theories, but it was bound to happen. Like,
damn, that's crazy, bro. You dropping bombs on this.
I'm sorry, bro, but like, and this is not like, I'm not trying to like ruin the show. And performance. Why I'm not telling you like what's supposed to happen after this.
Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not on that.
Keep it a buck. I don't even really know. Not being on it anymore, they make changes to scripts like as quick as the day before we film. Like sometimes it really be that deep, bro. So I have absolutely no idea where they going with shit. And then on top of that, what I did know already happened. I knew up until I was in it.
Okay.
Now that I'm not in it no more,
you don't know.
So I don't get what people expect me to like say. I don't get what bomb people expect me to drop.
Yeah.
People been saying that, bro. First of all, to the ones that do say this, y'all late as hell. But people been saying that me and Fifth got an issue, and like that's why I'm blocked on Instagram type. Mm-hmm. I've been blocked since season 1. I just want to throw that out there. I did 3 more seasons with this man after that. But okay. So, and that was off of just knowing people from the project still. Like, he was like, like, I was posting too much dumb shit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. For sure.
Because even Makai pulled me to the side at one point and was like, I'm not going to lie, bro, stop tagging me and shit. Until you fix this, bro, like, stop tagging me and shit, bro. So it's like, all right, cool, I get it. Funny. But people, like, he recently blocked him, he recently unfollowed. No, bro, this was mad long ago. This was mad long. I forgot about it.
And they don't know, like, he's still giving you the opportunity after season 1.
Bro,
like,
I'd much rather be blocked and keep a job, and that's exactly what happened. If it was that deep, I would have got fired.
Right.
That man kept me for 3 more seasons, bro. That's still big, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to 50. He put a lot of people on, bro, and then people don't.
That man moved me out the projects, bro. Ain't nobody else ever do that, bro. That's crazy.
That's real.
Bro.
That's real. Nah, that's you turning this episode up, bro.
Nah, keep it a buck. Something that I really want to put out there too is like, it's been coming to light that my daughter passed away a couple years ago. And it's coming to light that she passed away. Nobody really knows when. And because of that, there have been some comments basically saying that Stars or somebody or Fifth fired me because she died in some weird way. That is so far from the truth. First of all, she passed now 3 years ago.
Right.
So that automatically nullifies that.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the way the entire production, not just one person, but the way the entire production supported me and my ex-wife through that time period was insane. I've been on projects and lost people in my life, never my child, but lost people in my life.
Right.
And it's never been like that. I've had to go to work the next day. I've had to perform what I needed to perform, and I'm sorry, this is, a little difficult, but this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
When the first day I came back to work, I didn't even know until later, but they were fully prepared to let me go back home if it was too much. And they don't do stuff like that. To like at the drop of a dime have to reschedule this whole day and get people to come. They don't do stuff like that.
Right.
They were really taking care of me through that time, and I can't let people be like, oh, they did him grimy because like, nah, bro. They really held me down in that, and I'm not gonna lie. If they didn't, I don't know how I would have been able to work.
And they was checking in on you like every week, like what, like,
bro. If I didn't happen to work that week, they would wind up sending whoever the driver was that was closest to dropping off someone near me to come check on me. They don't. Fire. What production company is gonna do that?
Nah, that's real.
Like there was a lot of stuff that was done above and beyond.
It's a good group of people over there, man. Like I rock with Anita, like
Word.
Yeah.
I love her, bro. Like that's crazy.
Anita
yeah.
Gibson, man.
Nah, yeah, she's amazing. Yeah.
Nah, she is though.
It's a big ass family over there, bro, and that's something that I've never had on set before.
Yeah.
I don't care how good my chemistry is with somebody. It's never been like that, like a family set. I may have chemistry with 1 or 2 people, but it's never been like I could be cool here with everybody.
It's not like that.
It's never like that, bro. It's never not like that, bro. Big projects, little projects, anything in between. It's never like that, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Nah, man, but like you cleared it up. Anything else that bothered you online? You know what I'm saying? Like, but like it's like I feel like you had to do this, man. Like it just made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you did it with you came on my show and did it. Cause it's just like I don't do too much. I'm not trying to like, oh, what happened with this? What happened with that?
I did a
like,
couple interviews recently, and it was like it was masked with the like it was made to seem like I'm gonna just give you the opportunity to clear shit up. And then we get to do the interview. It's like every question is just about what happened to the character, who did it, how is it gonna turn out later?
Yeah.
Could it possibly be because of this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, I didn't write this show, bro. I've been
Right.
saying this since I've been on the show. Like, I don't write this, bro. But it's cool. I appreciate you letting me on the platform, gang.
Nah, you already know, bro. Definitely,
Thank you for
man.
having me always, bro.
You what you call it? And I was gonna ask you if you felt like you got killed too early, but you already said like you here, bro. Like everything after season 1, that's a blessing.
That's a
season
blessing,
1,
bro.
getting out the projects is a blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to change your life.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Off of one show to change your life. You know what I mean? Like that's a blessing. So I wanna
My son is bougie right now because of that show. My son is bougie as like he don't know no type of struggle right now. Granted, he's little, but he don't know no type of like he can't even cry for shit, bro. Like he got everything he wants. That baby spoiled as hell.
Congrats on your son.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. He's a year and 4 months now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing like you seen like a fan type of thing? Like that not crazy, but like probably something like around that, like you when you was like when it woke you up like, damn, I can't do certain shit.
All right. I'm gonna say this. If by chance me telling you about this causes this person to comment like, no, that didn't happen like that, my fault. But and this is the God's honest truth. I'm being unbiased. So you know the Hard Rock Hotel?
Yeah.
Cool. I love that hotel.
Right.
So I was in that hotel. I happened to be in the middle of something.
Okay.
And I kind of just hear like a little camera shutter. So I'm like, I just immediately look up at the only other person in the room, and she like, nah, screenshot something. So I'm like, bullshit. So I grabbed the phone up. Not only is it that picture, but it's like 3 videos of what I've been doing this whole time. Mind you, this person was supposed to be doing this with us. Like, so why are you the only one? Cool. I think it took 3 days to find out. There was like messages between her and somebody else like, yo, we could sell these to TMZ. And I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. Since then I have been real picky on who the fuck. Like, bro, it's scary out there, bro. It's scary. It's either that or girls being like, I want to have your baby. That's scary.
Yeah.
No, that's not a pickup line. I'm sorry, that's not a pickup line. That's not a pickup line. I want to have your baby. What? Like,
right.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You trying to get put up.
That's crazy to me. But people try it. People try it.
Nah, somebody told me that though, like some actor I know, you know what I'm saying? Like he big and everything, but he was like, when you get famous, you have to be more careful. OD. Especially with girls.
OD.
Like you gotta like it's easier, like everybody flooding you, but you gotta be more careful and like just
see the thing is like I've always been the type of person that like I don't know. I ask like 50, 11 times before we do something. Like you sure you cool? And I've been like that since I was a kid. So acting never really weighed into that. It was when this started happening, it wasn't like the 50, 11 times had to start happening because I've been asking. It's more so I need to now be more cautious of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm put it like this. I'm more concerned now of people possibly trying to get pregnant or like record me or feel me, like something like that. I've never worried about that before. That was never something that crossed. I wasn't important enough like that. It didn't cross my mind.
Nah, real talk.
That somebody trying to get a come up from getting some ass. Like I didn't get that. But now that that's happening, it you really do have to be a lot more cautious. And honestly speaking, you got to be a lot like you can't even let yourself drink like that as much because once you off point, so much can happen, bro. Like, so I'm glad the only thing I've ever lost is jewelry. Like, that's really it. There's people that lose their life. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, definitely, bro. Definitely. But, man, bro, like, I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having me, my
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Interview was fire.
Thank you, my brother.
You know what I mean? You naturally entertaining. Like, you naturally, personality, naturally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing, you don't got to try too much. Like, But you need to start doing taking more pictures. Look, get a photographer and just make them like start going to some of these events, bro, that you get invited to.
I got a couple hostings coming up.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. Like you know what I mean? Some of these high level events that I know they be inviting you to. Pull up, you know what I'm saying? Get some pictures, get some professional pictures. Your whole brand gonna skyrocket, bro, because you already lit. You know what I'm saying?
I be acting like I'm too cool for school.
Yeah, you gotta cut that out, bro. You gotta cut that out, bro.
It's alright, bro. I can't smoke most places. That's really what it is, bro. Like, if I can't smoke, where am I going?
Like you tell me, like, can I?
I ain't Snoop yet. It's not like they just gonna be like, nah, go ahead,
okay.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
okay. You know what I'm saying? Especially in New York, they gonna make an exception for you.
Yeah, you right.
You know what I'm saying? Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Put it on like how you be putting it on. Get some pictures. You don't got to go crazy with the content if you don't want to, but vlog it. You know what I'm saying? Vlog what you're doing. You know, they want to see what you're doing. They want to see. And it's going to help you because right now you hot off of Raising Kanan and you're not, like right now, but you're not on the show no more. So you got to keep the momentum.
Yeah.
So start posting, bro. Start posting, bro.
Nah, yeah, I got you. Thank you, my brother.
You already
Always
know,
a pleasure,
man.
big bro.
Yeah, you already
Thank
know,
you.
man. It's your boy Business, you know what I'm saying? Another episode, Love is Love podcast. This is a special edition. I ain't do a sit down in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure it was official. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Patrick Naray, you know what I'm saying? Edited and shot it. You see what's going on. This is like 8K. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything, great quality, yeah. Great quality. You know what I'm saying? You know it's going to be a movie. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, Business Moving. Make sure you like and subscribe because there's a lot of stuff going on. Pop the Balloon, New York City edition, episode 2. We filming that this week. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first episode is at 25K in like 2 weeks. This next one, we're going to try to do 100. Next one, we're going to try to do 1 million. You know what I'm saying? If you're in New York, if you're surrounding cities, pull up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Email us. You know what I mean? Tap in with us. Even if you're not from the city, tap in with us. I got AJ, a.k.a. Famous. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest power characters. Like, I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? And then not to be negative, but you like top 10 power deaths.
Yo, I saw that. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm up there with the greats, bro. Yeah, like, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it.
Everybody don't last this long. That's season 4.
That's a fact.
Season 4.
That's a fact. They drop every day on that show, bro.
For
I
sure.
made it a minute.
Niggas die every day, B.
That's a fact.
I can. Be lit.